Hello students, welcome you all back to the cloud computing course. We are continuing with the unit 3. In the previous lectures we saw what is the cloud architecture. So this architecture is basically based on the NIST cloud computing reference architecture, and we are aware that there are 5 important or major components which are otherwise termed as actors of the cloud computing reference architecture. And in this lecture we will be studying about each of these actors in detail. So we will start with cloud consumer and we will study in detail. We are aware of the definition of each actor: the cloud consumer, provider, auditor, broker and carrier. Just to recap, consumer is the one who gets the service. Provider is the one who provides the cloud service. Auditor is the person who is performing assessment on the cloud services. And broker is an intermediary between the consumer and the provider. And carrier is the intermediary which acts as the connectivity and transport of the cloud services between the cloud provider and the cloud consumer. So we will see a little more in detail about each of these actors. So as you are aware, cloud consumer is the principal stakeholder for the cloud computing service, and it represents either a person or an organization. The cloud consumer can be either a single person or an organization, and maintains a business relationship and uses the service from a cloud provider. Now it first of all it browses for the service catalog. So we know that services are available with the provider. So each provider will be providing a catalog, and this catalog will be provided for them to access and understand what the services are available, what are the contact details that are available, and accordingly they can request for the service and they will be billed accordingly. Here I have mentioned the word may because as you can see, Google, Gmail, all these are free services. So we are not billed for it. So only services that are billed, we will be providing the provision. And one important detail is the consumer needs to have SLA, that is the service level agreement. So he has to know how to arrange for the payments, what are the conditions satisfied by the provider. This is mainly regarding to the quality of service, security and remedies for the performance failures. If there is a failure, what does the cloud service provider promise? So these all come under the SLA. So SLA, the service level agreement, is referring to the cloud consumer as well as the cloud provider. And whatever limitations, obligations, everything has to be mentioned very clearly, and what are non-negotiable, what are negotiable. So all this will be provided in the SLA. So the services requested and the activities and the scenarios in which we saw various interaction diagrams. So all this will be mentioned. So the consumer will have to know all these things well in advance so that he can go ahead and sign a particular agreement and take up the resources. So as you can see in the diagram, we can see that we have the cloud service consumer, and the service is available with the provider. It is a cloud, and organization or a single person can access. So the request can be made and accordingly the service will be provided. And you can see the various type of services the consumer can request for. And already we have been mentioning these words: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So depending on what service he is requesting, accordingly he becomes a consumer for that. That is what we have mentioned here. So SaaS consumer, PaaS consumer, infrastructure as a service consumer, So what are the things that come under each of these categories has been clearly mentioned. So if it is a software as a service, we will be doing document management, collaborative work, any customer reports, then content management, email and office productivity, financials, social networks, all this come under software as a service. Any ERP support, any billing requirement. Billing is not the billing of cloud computing. This is any accounts type work, billing. So all these are related to the software as a service. And when you say platform as a service, if I'm borrowing or renting the database, application deployment. So you need a operating system to deploy an application, and then integrating any applications. Then development and testing work, any business intelligence operations. So all this will require the operating system. So it becomes the platform as a service consumer. If the consumer is taking care of he needs backup recovery, he needs computing environment, any platform to be hosted, service management, any network connectivity issues, that is CDN, and then storage. So all this, if he is requesting, he comes under the IaaS consumer. So this is regarding the consumer. So we'll stop here and continue in the next lecture on the next actor, cloud provider.